The streets of cities across the globe have come alive with a defiant march of remembrance. As the Immortal Regiment steps into the spotlight once again, rooted in Russia's Victory Day commemorations, the Immortal Regiment honors those who fought against the Nazis in World War II, a legacy that has grown into a global movement. In an era where political tensions blur historical truths, the march stands not just as tribute, but as protest against what many see as a deliberate erasure of the Soviet Union's wartime sacrifice. In Frankfurt, hundreds of people, many of them Russian expats, gathered on Sunday to pay tribute to the fallen. Their message was unmistakable. The Soviet role in defeating the Nazis must not be forgotten.
We really want people here in Germany not to forget, not to rewrite the history that happened. They have forgotten. They have forgotten who our Soviet soldiers died for, and now they are writing a new history. We must not forget what was said correctly. We will not forget, and we will not forgive.
Media reports indicate that EU nations, particularly Germany, have repeatedly excluded Russian officials from Whitewash memorial events. Critics allege an intentional downplaying of the Red Army's contributions, fueling a sense of indignation among many Russians. That sentiment echoed far from Europe. In Sydney, participants marched through Martin Place, holding photographs of Soviet veterans and pausing to salute the fallen.
I think it's important, the history, because I think it's how the Germans were beaten, and I don't think people understand that in the West. We are not taught it at school, all we're told is America, etc. And if you spend a bit of time in Russia and then you start looking at history, you understand how much they suffered, how much energy they put in defeating the Germans. And I think we should be proud of it, very proud of it.
Similar scenes unfolded in Caracas, where crowds marched on Saturday carrying portraits of Soviet soldiers, flanked by Russian and Venezuelan flags. The event, led by Russian ambassador to Venezuela, Sergei Melik-Bagdasarov, emphasized shared remembrance and solidarity between the two nations. In Beirut and Ankara, the march drew local residents who carried portraits of World War II veterans and waved flags of Russia, Belarus, and Kyrgyzstan, symbols of enduring historical ties. What began as a Russian tradition has transformed into an international declaration. The sacrifices of the Soviet soldiers will not be rewritten, ignored, or forgotten.